I tend to hug people a lot and be like super hyper when I first meet them, but that seems to freak the Germans out a lot when they meet me.
I am bored. What should I do?
Ah, ich weiß.
Hallo und willkommen, ich bin Meister Lenz and you're watching Get Germanized Snapchat / Instagram Q&A. If you don't know what that is by now, well then you must be new to the channel. People have sent me questions on Snapchat and Instagram, video questions only, and I'm gonna look at them and answer them in this video. So let's get started.
Good morning from California. I wanted to know if the tap water is safe to drink, because here it's just disgusting.
A tap water question. Well, here in good old Deutschland, the tap water, das Leitungswasser as we say, is pretty much safe to drink anywhere in the country. So don't you worry if you come here and, well, you don't have any bottled water or anything like that, even though we Germans sometimes prefer that for some weird reason. There's always tap water.
Hey, is it true that Germans find Latinos and black people really interesting?
If it's true that Germans find Latinos and black people very interesting, well, I mean, according to what I hear and have seen on YouTube from other YouTubers, also black YouTubers, Germans stare a lot, definitely, but they think it's because, well, they're interested. Oh, a black person. I mean, it is commonly seen here in Germany, different skin colors, but I guess not as much as in the US, maybe. So some people might still look. I mean, I look at everyone, really, if I'm interested in them. I guess it's a German thing, I don't know. I don't think necessarily that's only because of your skin color, but I would say for some people it might still play a role in, well, looking at other people like, oh, that person looks different than me, let's have a look, it's interesting. And I doubt that many people will look and be like, oh, it's a black person. No, we're not like that anymore.
Hello, Dominic from the United States here. I was just wondering if you could let everybody know some restaurants that you like to frequent in Germany.
Restaurants that I frequent? Well, I don't actually go out to eat that often. When I do, I like to go to Indian restaurants or Japanese restaurants. For example, we have a great restaurant in Düsseldorf in Germany called Naniwa. They have the best ramen, how do you say that in English, in the world. Amazing, delicious, and sushi. They have a sushi restaurant nearby as well, but I prefer ramen over sushi for some reason. I like both though. I also enjoy German food. There are various steakhouses, various German style restaurants, so I can't really say any more names necessarily because I don't go out to eat that often. But when you're in a big city, there's gonna be an abundance of restaurants. Just look up online like best restaurants in Berlin, Cologne, Munich, and that will definitely help. Now I want ramen, thank you very much. I can't get them though.
Besides the obvious stereotypes about Bavaria and Nazis, what is the most common misconception about the German people or Germany?
Other misconceptions about Germans? Good question. Well, I'd say Germans are not as serious as people make us out to be. We're not like, I hate everyone all the time. It's more like, okay, I'm concentrating on a task right now, so I'm not gonna look all super happy. But when you approach me, I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, of course I can help you, don't worry, yeah. The supermarket over there, like if you take a left there and then go 500 meters that way, yeah, but make sure not to take a right there. That's what we're like most of the time at least. So definitely not unfriendly, just concentrated, focused on a task while we're out and about. Most likely I'm walking around like, yeah. And some people might think that is unfriendly, I don't know, but I don't see why I should be like, yeah. I would think that's rather creepy. Also, some people think German food is just disgusting and fatty and yucky. I don't think so. It's actually quite delicious. Probably that comes from people that never have ever considered eating German food. So you should try it.
Hello, Dominic. I was just wondering, what is your Myers-Briggs personality type, and how long have you and Vlog Dave been friends? Love from Virginia.
Lucky you that I have done the Myers-Briggs personality test before, a couple of times actually. I am the ENFP, I think it was, the campaigner. 100%, not 100% accurate, but the description that you get afterwards about your personality, I read through it all, I was like, yeah, this is creepy, like, how do they know this? And it was very accurate. The way I act and feel about things and think about things. I don't know how they did it. Maybe they just, I don't know, got the answers from all the questions. Well, they did. I don't know. It's magic. Basically magic. It's amazing. You should take that test. I'm gonna leave a link in the video description. Then you can tell me, well, what your personality type is. And if you're a campaigner as well, because I have heard they are quite rare. So that would interest me as well. And Dave and I have been friends for over a year now. Time flies.
Hey Dominic, I'm sorry. I know you hate filters and you said we shouldn't use them, but I just woke up and looked really bad. I'm sorry. I have to have one at least. Anyway, my question is a bit more personal, and well, I am a Latina and I tend to hug people a lot and be like super hyper when I first meet them, but that seems to freak the Germans out a lot when they meet me. So what should I do? Should I change the way I am, or what are some tips that you could give me in order to adapt a bit more into the German society and just meet new German people in general? Thank you.
No, I'm not gonna answer that. She used filters. No. Well, lucky you that I am so nice. Hugging, I like generally. I like people who hug other people, so I might be an exception though. I guess, I mean, I even noticed that at a subscriber meet and greet, there was this girl from the Philippines, and I initially just hugged everyone, right? And she was like, like evading the hug a little bit. I was like, oh shit, must be the cultural difference. Big cultural difference, probably. And so I gave her my hand. That's how you do it in Germany most of the time as well, I think. But I just say, ah, come here. And I'm like hugging them. So I'm a hugger definitely as well. I might be the exception. But some people really don't like it if you hug them right away. Too much contact. Give me my privacy. And I understand that. Completely makes sense to me. But yeah, I mean, if you want to be safe, just say, hey, I am the Latina girl that likes to hug people. And then they might say, well, I mean, don't say that, but they might hug you eventually anyway, so. And you seem nice enough, so, no problem. Well, that wasn't necessarily a video question. That was like a video with the text in it. Yeah, I'll let that count. What's my favorite city in Germany? Well, I actually made an entire video about the most beautiful places and cities and best cities and all of that kind of stuff. I made that already, so I'm going to link that in the video description for you.
Sorry if you've answered this before, but what's the best place to live in Germany?
Well, that's similar to the question that we just answered, right? Depends on what you like as well. If you want a lot of culture, more quiet, or like in silence in a city, or do you want a party and nightlife? I don't know, it's really difficult. Some cities are more expensive, like Munich. Some cities are a little bit cheaper, like Leipzig, but are on the rise when it comes to the price, or that rhymes as well. So I just watched maybe the videos that I linked.
How could you get a German accent from just speaking it? Oder wie bekomme ich einen deutschen Akzent?
Well, don't do this anymore. This is the last time I'm answering questions with only text and voice in it. But interesting question though, that's why I'm going to answer it as well. German accent just from speaking it, I think, yeah, it's going to develop over time. I mean, at first you will sound very American, very English, I suppose, wherever you're from. That accent will show definitely. I mean, my German accent probably still shows every now and then as well. So you will never 100% get rid of it. I don't think so, at least. If you do, well, kudos, good on you. But many people will never completely get rid of it, which is cool, I think, because I like accents. So don't worry too much about that. I think over time, like many years into speaking the language, you might pick up the accent a little bit, like when speaking German, right? And yeah, that will just happen naturally. I mean, you could force it, you could look up videos online, how to pronounce German words better and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, you should probably do that anyway if you want to speak it right. Yeah, just do that and it will evolve naturally, I hope. Just finished filming. This was fun. Thank you very much. Interesting questions as always. Just finished filming. This was fun. Thank you very much. Interesting questions as always. Ooh.